Do something, it's video. Say hi to your grandma.
There's a complete freeze going on here. Lift them up.
Oeh. Sulke netjies. Ooh.
I've never used this thing. It's always been this white elephant. Yeah, this white elephant. Another white elephant.
It's historic. It's banned in
What's happening,
maybe can the people outside, maybe they
do you want to come a little bit in? Okay. Be quiet for a moment so I can hear over the hissing in my ears what's actually going on, then it's easier. I want to tell you all a little story about people, seeing that that's my field of work. No story can be complete without a beginning, so that's obviously where I will start. And the beginning was in 1986 when I came here on a holiday. Sorry, nervous? When I came here first, I was completely entranced by the beauty and the diversity of South Africa, feeling like this was a place where there was room for everybody. I'm a bit of a weird character, I think most of you have found that out by now, and there was room for all of me in this place. I found myself in the Drakensberg when I met the first of the many amazing people that taught me something about hospitality, something that we don't know in Denmark whatsoever. And that was Miss Mickey and her late husband Andre. And they were absolutely amazing. We had the most magnificent lunch together up in Cathedral Peak Hotel. And after we had had this lunch, they absolutely insisted I had to meet a couple of bachelor friends of theirs.
Yeah, they stand.
Tell me about it.
Etienne and Johan, who stayed here together, these two bachelors, totally inveterate bachelors, with their girlfriends and whatever, but I came along and Andre was kind enough to lie Johan 5 years younger and Etienne 5 years older and whatever. He just wanted to make sure to aim me in the right direction. I wasn't really thinking about that until I actually got a good look at him and I just, well, that's history. Okay.
The word is melted.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so then obviously Vima, being at that stage with Etienne, became my friend to introduce me to Johannesburg and share her friends with me so that I did not feel like I was a complete outsider. I'd lost my history and she gave me some of hers. That was very special for me as well. Also again an indication that you can come to a country like this, what special people will allow you into their home, into their lives, share everything with you. This is very special. This is why I'm still here. I fell in love with it completely. Now, Johan's wonderful siblings, Aletta and Kali over there, and their spouses, let me right in. I mean, here I come a stranger into an Afrikaans family. I'm Danish. I, at that stage, didn't speak any Afrikaans, and we can debate whether I do today, but a little bit at least. And they just let me right in. They invited me in as one of their own, and I felt so welcome.
Gaan jou 'n bietjie toets.
Maar ik zal niks zeggen. And then we get to the studies, and during my studies, I realized that a stable and supportive situation was incredibly important, as my study mates will also attest to. That, you know, that there's so much stress going on that if you don't have stability in your home life, then it's very difficult. Now, I'm going to have to thank my neighbors, these amazing neighbors that we've got around here, who keep taking pictures of me. Because I felt safe and relaxed in a place like this. And there's Dirk and Annie, I think you were sitting over there. There's Dirk, Neerkotter, and Annie, and Pasi and Vivian, who haven't arrived yet. Oh, okay, they live right here. He's our masseur deluxe. He does sports massage therapy, and they were brilliant ballet dancers, beautiful people. Liesel and Nikhil are also not here. Strange, but Lubitsa and Peter, there's Lubitsa, and they like it so much here that even that they have sold their beautiful house that they've renovated, they moved just a few houses down, so we didn't lose them after all. So what a pleasure. Obviously, I couldn't go through all these years of study without the support of my girlfriends. My girlfriends being so incredibly important to me because they provide a sanctuary for me to go to when I don't know how to handle the pressures and the demands from study and everything else. And giving me advice and great ideas. So there's Jenny, Leanne, who couldn't come tonight, Helene, Vima, and all these wonderful friends that I've made during my studies. Ja, dit was ook jij, nee? And thank you, Leonie, for proofreading the thesis, because obviously I couldn't do that myself. I mean, you could so into it. No, that was wonderful. Thanks for your trouble. And 2003 was probably the most difficult year of all the 9 years of study. And I had to work full-time as well as complete my internship, and Trudy is sitting down there. Trudy was my supervisor for last year for the internship, and she was responsible for making sure that I had a full morning every day of the week, not every day, a full morning once a week so that I could work on my research. Otherwise there's definitely no ways of getting that writing finished. Right, also I have to say, being a wife and mother is not so easy when you do all this kind of stuff, but luckily when you've got good friends like Roland and Mickey, you know where to send your family so that you can get on with your writing. So their home and their place at the Vaal has been my family's sanctuary when they had to get away from me and all my troubles, you know. So that was also wonderful. And then I need to say a huge thank you to Hannah. Hannah is my friend as well as my housekeeper. She is a wonderful person who is deeply interested in everything that goes on around her, asks these brilliant questions that takes me out of this complicated life of academia into where everything becomes real, and helps me and takes over these things that I've had to do before, and she just sort of gets on with it. Plus she became my memory, so when I say, where's this, or what am I supposed to do now, whatever, she knows exactly what's on my schedule, what I need to do next, and whatever sends me in the right direction, pushes me out and says, remember you need to do this next. So wonderful, thank you very much for all your help. Alright, and obviously finally, a thank you must be said to my wonderful husband and my children. Where's
Now we need Now it's it. Now it's it.
You think it deserves it? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, it's
Absolutely. Yeah, you guys, all three of you have been so supportive through this. I don't know many families where you can actually expect the kids and the husband to accept that you spend 35 hours in the course of 1 weekend writing, and you basically just don't get up. He comes in down with sandwiches and tea and dinner and whatever else, sticking it through the window so as not to disturb me. How do you like that? And the kids coming in with shoulders and that kind of thing. Absolutely. So supportive. Yeah. So thank you very much to all of you. And then obviously having a husband who is so proud and who brags with me about me to everybody he knows. I didn't have to do any advertising, right? I want to start this business. Johannes more than enough for me. He's my marketing manager deluxe here. So thank you very much.
In fact, those emails that we get are now. I'll listen to spam.
Well done. So I might be the one whose name is on that certificate. But I didn't get there on my own, that's for sure. I mean, it takes a whole group of people, it takes a whole community to make something like that happen. You know, that a person is supported enough to get through that kind of thing. And I think in so many different ways, you're all part of that. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for being great. So
No. I just want to quickly respond to that.
Oh my God!
That side.
Jy ry te langer speech as jy.
Is he just a patient?
No, he has been very patient.
Oh, has he?
Was he fresh out of them?
Okay, I think I'm going to speak English. I'm not sure. I'll put I speak
Danish.
Nee, dis nie speech, dis maar so part. Correct. I thought I'm going to respond very briefly to Janne's talk tonight. And what I did was I did a quick survey today among the parties in the house as to in one word, how do they see this woman? Just one word, and then I went to the Oxford Dictionary and I got a nice description for that word. So I'll go last. Let's start with Hannah. Hannah, it took Hannah about 1 minute, and she was cleaning the bathroom, and she came back and she said, courageous. That's Janne too. And the Oxford Dictionary says, strength in the face of challenge,
Adversity.
pain or grief. Strength in the face of all those things. So Hannah, and when I read it to Hannah said, that's spot on. Okay, let's then go up the list, and we go to Misha. Misha sees her mum as one word is perseverance. And the explanation for that is continue in a course of action in spite of difficulty or lack of success. Or immediate lack of success, because the success was there. So that's how Misha sees her mum. Mark's also very quick. He sees his mum as unique. And the description for that is being the only one of its kind. And I think that's absolutely spot on. And then and my word was tenacious, and that's holding firmly to something or continue to exist. God, I can't make my own. I can't read my own word. Or for continue to exist for longer than might be expected. That was a setback. It might be Anyway, just to, I think the defining moment for us as a family was the BA was still fine. It was just getting up to speed or whatever, and it kept her busy. The honors, okay, that was fine, and then came this moment where she all of a sudden she was in the reckoning to be selected for this MD Psych degree, and the challenge was absolutely huge. It was, I forgive if my figures are not entirely correct, but it was something like 20-30 people out of 500 plus, and she went through a series of interviews with professors, I don't know what, with externals and what. Trudy, you can help me out, but you know it's a huge process. And when she came back with the news that she was selected, and I said, okay, fine, this is the moment where we have to, with these two kids and Hannah, that we're going to back you, because this is such a precious moment. And
Thank you.
And that was what, 3-4 years? And we went, the three of us went on holidays. I think Misha was just out of her nappies in one. And I was braying in the cricket park and running after the kids and fought, and there was no mum. Umslanga, Jenny, you know, me and Umslanga. I mean, the two of us with the 4 kids. Anyway, this was part of our life, and obviously, and there she is, Dr. Dannerup. So, congratulations.
I would like to introduce a toast to Janne and Johan.
Yes.
Let's go for it. Thank you.
Cheers. Gaan staan nou by hom.
Can I also say something?
Here's the podium.
Staan, laat ek julle twee net gou 'n bietjie saam kry.
Observation that I made now, because I used to stay here when we were both Afrikaner. And it's wonderful to see people grow in stature and accumulate assets and wealth.
Especially academic assets.
Now I'm talking about
Greatest days.
stuff. Not the wealth,
No,
stuff.
academic assets. More important than stuff.
I was told this week by one of my clients who came to my office, and he said he came home. He said, and I arrived there and there was no furniture in the house. And he said to his wife, what happened to the furniture? And she said, I sold it to buy liquor. And I said, what did you say? He said, jou ou staatmaker. Before opholders. And they've always been a very, very special part of my life, and I'm very, very proud of these two and this whole family, my godchildren and my friends here. The 5de wiel nie waar, but welcome here tonight, and let's all say congratulations to the Marie family.
Well done. Cheers. And there's now a doctor in the house. So is your one. Wow. And I tell you what, if it wasn't for her, I probably wouldn't have lasted through an entire year. I don't
So,
Did you make it? Yeah. Yes, I am so excited. I feel very
baie mooi.